Say morning.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Get the camera off me.
She's upside down in my bed.
I cannot believe it.
Turn her around.
I
Gonna
cannot
suffocate
believe
right now.
it.
It's actually how I sleep. Ed's on FaceTime.
Just woke up, Chad.
We fall asleep on FaceTime.
No.
Don't we, Eddie? Yes, Eddie.
No.
About like how girls normally go on FaceTime looking all cute and sexy and like, you know, with a bit of makeup on, just
And then you go on FaceTime looking like shit.
like that.
You didn't
Can you
wanna-
see that?
I-
I'm showing them that photo of me hoisting the pyjama trousers up because they were so long that they reached my my chest.
With the giant camel's head.
Yeah, that's how I go on FaceTime.
The difference to how you present yourself on Instagram and how you present yourself to me is ridiculous.
I know. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of bed. What time is it now? It's 8:30. I'm gonna get out of bed and get some breakfast, sort myself out, and then I'll be back and have a little chat with you guys, and I'll start my day. So, self-love quarantine. I'm going to show you my shampoo that I use and that I love. Also, please ignore the tiles in my bathroom. They're probably like the most garish things I've ever seen in my life. But this shampoo is honestly the best shampoo. I'm not sure if it's that great for your hair, but it smells incredible. Like, think about strawberry laces, some like love hearts, like that is what it smells like. I think it is sulfate free, so I know like that's a good shampoo to use. I thought I would give myself like maybe a little bit of a blow dry. Because it always makes me feel better. So I'm in my pyjama bottoms, but I've got them. Oh, shit. I mean, you don't really want to just keep looking at my boobs, do you? Okay. Then my favourite oil is the Moroccan oil. This reminds me of going to the hairdressers because my hairdresser uses this all the time on my hair. So I just close my eyes and pretend someone else is putting this through the ends of my hair. So I'm using the Babyliss. This is the smaller blow dryer. I have used the bigger one before and it broke, which is why I got this one. But honestly, it lasted me years. It was so good. I just preferred like a smaller one.
For days, I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
So, to be honest, this is really strange for me to sit down and like talk about this. Obviously, I said that I was going to start vlogging, to start opening up more about me and let you guys in a little bit more. So I don't want this to be like a pity party, and it's just something that's happening to me at the moment that I've been trying to figure out for years, and hopefully I'm going to get some answers soon. But I've just been crying my eyes out to my mum for the past 2 hours, so I thought I may as well sit down and film this little bit just to explain, because I don't know, partly the reason why I haven't been on YouTube as much is because like work days, and honestly I'm so thankful for my job at the moment because I don't know how I would have coped if I was in an office environment. But ever since I was 16 years old I have suffered with ectopic heartbeats, which it feels like it can be anything from a flutter, a big bang, or it feels like a backwards heartbeat, like it pulls my chest in sometimes. That's the really horrible ones. That's the ones that I really can't cope with. And I used to just get them every so often. It wasn't really a big thing. If I exercised, I'd feel them more. If I drank alcohol, I'd feel them more. And if I was ill, I would feel them more. But for the past couple of years they've been getting worse, especially in the last 8 months, I want to say. I have now got a chip in my chest which monitors my heart, because we know I've got ectopic heartbeats. I've now got tachycardia and I have a couple of arrhythmias. They want to make sure that there isn't anything they can do to ablate it, so that means they would go in and basically fry off the section of the heart that's misfiring. And yeah, like I will literally be asleep and wake up in the middle of the night with my heart racing, skipping beats, pounding, going all over the place. And you know, like today I was just sat down and I was just like editing, and I just felt like a massive bang in my chest. Feels like a defib has gone off in you and you just like are shocked, and it just went straight up to like 130, and it can be racing from an hour, 24 hours, a few days. It just goes on and on and on. And I'm on beta blockers, so my beta blockers should be helping, but it's not. I have suffered with gastritis since October last year. I don't know if you guys remember, if you follow me on Instagram, but I mean 1% of the population this would happen to. I bought a bottle of water from Sainsbury's and took a swig, you know, just Highland Spring, bottle of water, thought nothing of it. And after I took a gulp, I was like, oh my god, have I got bad breath? And I was thinking, maybe I need to go get a filling. Like, what? Took another gulp, realised it was the drink. It, for whatever reason, stank and it tasted disgusting. I'm guessing it was like bacteria or chemical or honestly, you know when you smell like a vitamin pot? That is what it smelled like. And I sent it off to be tested and nothing really came of it, to be honest. Like, they just sent me a voucher and said they gave it to someone to try and they were fine. But it's just a bit of a coincidence that like a week after drinking that drink, I ended up in hospital with severe gastritis. And even the hospital were a bit shocked about what to do. So ever since then I've been on a really high dose of antacids. Basically when your stomach is upset, you have a nerve called the vagus nerve which connects to your tummy and your heart. So potentially that could be one problem. The second problem is I'm anemic. I came off the pill about a year ago because I was on the pill for 10 years, thought it was time. I wasn't with anyone, like, just thought it was time. I just wanted to come off of the pill, like, you know, it doesn't really agree with me. But the only reason I really went on the pill was because I skipped a period. No, 2 periods, sorry. I would take my pill 3 months solidly, then have a period, which kept my anemia at bay. But obviously since then my anemia has come back, and I can't take iron tablets at the moment because of my tummy, because my stomach goes wild even if I sip a bit of alcohol, have a fizzy drink, or even eat Monster Munch. Like, my stomach is so sensitive, and iron tablets just make me feel so sick and just kills my stomach, and it's just not worth it to be in that much agony and to damage my tummy again after having 8 months of like treating it. So I'm in the middle of trying to get the doctor to see if they would give me some iron injections, or if there's another way to get my iron levels up. I eat everything you could possibly think of that's like high in iron. Like, I buy things with extra iron in to get my iron levels up. But it's just a really hard situation at the moment, and I know obviously there's so much more awful things going on in the world, and I'm lucky that this is, you know, the problem that I'm facing, because some people do have it way worse than I have it. But when it's your heart, and you can feel, I can feel my heart constantly, all day, every day. I can feel it skipping beats. It skips like every 3 beats. And then it pauses, and I can feel like a backwards heartbeat. So I'll just be sat there sometimes and you can just see my chest go, especially if I'm in the bath, you'll just see like my chest kind of concave in, where my heart's like contracting so much that like it pulls my chest in. It's just the worst feeling in the world. I can't even explain it to you. Like, I'm gonna get upset, but people say, oh, you know, ectopic heartbeats are fine, it's not dangerous, and it's like, I get that, but you try living with feeling like your heart's stopping every 3 beats, and then like when it races, I don't know how long it's going to be until it calms down. Like, and I get fobbed off all the time by saying it's due to anxiety. Like, I know I've got health anxiety, but I get anxiety after my heart, not before. So yeah, that's the battle that I'm facing at the moment, and it's just really hard with work because I'll sit down to film and it will just start, and then I'm like, I can't. When it starts, I feel like I'm going to be sick. I go really dizzy. It basically fires off everything else in my body, which why people think it's like a panic attack, but I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I'm chill AF. Like, I was literally just doing something. I'm not panicking. I know what a panic attack is, and I know when I'm panicking that this is just not it. Like, I'm chill right now and I can feel it going. Like, it's yeah, it's just really frustrating because every single doctor's like, oh, lots of young women get palpitations. I'm like, this isn't just palpitations though. Like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's what's been going on today, and that's why I've been a bit quiet, because I had planned to do lots of fun things today and that's happened. But I guess we just go with the flow, and I feel like vlogging might actually help me, because if any of you are going through this as well, or if any of you have been cured, or if any of you had anemia and had this problem, like, it would just make me feel a little bit better to know that I'm not the only one going through this. You know, like I said to my mum, not saying this to make anyone pity me or feel bad for me, but like I said to mum, I have only had this bad for a year. I mean, I've lived with it since I was 16. Or even before then I knew I had it, but it wasn't diagnosed. I've only had this badly for like, what, 8 months? Just under a year. And I said to mum that, like, I honestly do not want to live 50 plus years with my heart doing this every single day. Like, I just someone needs to do something to help it. Like, someone needs to do something to calm the symptoms down, or find out why it's doing this, because this isn't right. Like, it shouldn't be doing this. But I've got this heart monitor in, so hopefully in the next couple of years, because I think it's got a battery life of 3 years, it will pick up on something. But it's really uncomfortable when I'm asleep and stuff. If it's this long, this is the end of it here where I'm pushing it, so it is quite long. I've kept it very quiet, or I don't tell people how much it actually affects me. I'm gonna get upset again. But yeah, so hopefully we'll sort it out, and hopefully it will get better. I've been trying to do loads of like meditation and stuff, because I know I've been working on my health anxiety. I've been seeing a therapist, and I've been doing loads of online stuff, meditation. I've been watching loads of Joe Dispenza stuff and doing his meditations, which they're amazing, so I really recommend them. Just because I think, like, if I can rewire my brain, maybe my nervous system, and then at least to a cardiologist and to other doctors, I can be like, look, I've done all of that, like, I don't suffer from anxiety, my nervous system is great, I do meditation, like, blah blah blah, like, you know. This is my glove. Okay, look, she's left me a cute little note on it as well. Why is it not focusing? Trying to open this with one hand though is a little tricky. Oh, look how amazing these are! Oh my god, I'm so excited to whack these on. Also, a couple of extra things I just want to show you. I bought these cute shoes from Zara. I just thought they were really cute for, like, beach, on holiday, just slip on with some shorts, or even in the UK, you know, just some quick, easy slip-ons. And then I got this really cute package from the barn. I see Kelly for my laser treatment, and I was chatting to her the other day about some eye patches, and she said she would send me some in the post for me to try, which I think is so cute. So I'm just going to show you guys. Oh, cute! It comes in this little bag. I love it. It's like a mini shopping bag. This would be great if you're going, like, makeup shopping. Just take a little bag with you rather than using theirs. Oh, okay. So these are the ones that she has told me to try. Exciting. I'm gonna try, there's something else as well. I'm gonna try them either tonight or tomorrow. Oh my gosh, she sent me this. You didn't. Oh my gosh, I love Body Blur. She was using it the other day and I just completely forgot how amazing it was. Oh my god, thank you so much. I love this. I will link these down below in the description box below, and we'll try these out in my next vlog together. What has she said? Use eye patches on clean skin and leave for at least 10 minutes. Pure magic. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Eek. Oh, I love her. Thank you so much, Kelly. Dinner time. I'm not really sure. I'm honestly the world's worst cook. Can't even make beans on toast without burning something. Even when I broke my microwave yesterday. Honestly, I'm a liability. I cleaned out my microwave. I cleaned it with Dettol. I think the fumes may have broken the microwave because I don't think you're supposed to use chemical things to clean the microwave. So I make the world's worst housewife. But yeah, so this is the 16th week of me eating dinner on my own. Yeah, every night. It's a lonely life I lead. Right, food. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'm wasting your time. This is not good content.
Are these new sour laces that you got?
I've never had them before.
I could watch this all day.
How? Oh.
Almost. I think maybe almost too sour, babe.
It says it's got acid in. Definitely has acid in. I can't swallow this, I don't think.
No change there then.
Nope.
Have you been recording us the whole time?
No.
Are you still recording? Amy, let me see the fucking camera. Point it at the camera.
I don't know where it is.
No, you do know where it is. You're holding it.
No, hands-free,
I was going to
bitch.
try. Okay, turn it around. Let me turn it around. To the left. Left. To the left. To the fucking left.
See?
Oh, I guess she's not recording then. Oh. I guess I was wrong. I don't know what we're doing, by the way.
Okay, so since lockdown, I've been obsessed and trashing this shit on Sky Casino.
Oh, God.
Let's give it a little whirl. Come on.
Do you know what? No, £2.
Right, I bet £2.
You do not deserve to be so as lucky as you are.
Only on Sky Casino though. Did I lose? 36 pounds! I told you! Honestly guys, I've got 153 now.
How much did you put down?
£2. Oh.
You put £2.
£2 down? Yeah, I told you. I'm so good at this.
Honestly, I've never met anyone as lucky as you are.
This is so wild.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I say morning, it's literally nearly afternoon. I woke up at 8 AM this morning and I just laid in bed for like a couple of hours. Ignore my awful bathroom tiles. This is the one room I really don't like. I didn't pick them. This is not my flat. I'm renting. Actually, let me brush my teeth. I'll be right back. I'm back with the pearly whites. I mean, they're not. They're actually quite yellow, but people always say that I've got really white teeth, but I do really need to get them whitened. I'm just absolutely terrified of doing like home whitening teeth kit things. The whole thought of putting bleach in my mouth is just like... So recently, since lockdown, can you see? So I've been breaking out in the centre of my forehead, and actually it started to get a lot worse. it started to like come down here, and I know it's not too bad, it's just like odd ones every now and again. But I'm not really sure if this is a coincidence or if this happened because I changed skincare. So at the, oh I've got some spots here as well, annoying. At the beginning of lockdown I decided to, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I enjoy, I mean not really weird because I mean I think everybody thinks like this, but I enjoy online shopping and I enjoy buying things. What do they say? A parcel a day keeps something, I don't know. This is Zoe Skin Skin Health, sorry. And I just bought a lot, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of money, like a lot of money. So when you start new skincare, it basically, you can go two ways. You can either be sensitive to the new skincare, which means your skin will get really irritated, which normally happens when I use certain products, especially really fragrance things. Or you can purge, which is like in the first 6 weeks your skin kind of like breaks out because it's getting all the out of your skin. At the moment I think I'm around about the 5-week mark, so it's starting to calm down, so fingers crossed it is the fact that I am just purging. And I was eating a lot of dairy at the beginning of lockdown because I couldn't get my hands on my oat milk. It was really hard to get a hold of it, so I just got normal milk, excuse me. And yeah, I'm not very good with dairy, like my skin just doesn't like it, so I don't normally have dairy products. I like foamy cleansers, so I just kind of do this for like 30 seconds. I kind of do it quite aggressively, and then I have an exfoliator which I use at the moment once a day in the evenings to kind of rejuvenate my skin and kind of get that dead top layer off my face, because my skin was really like dry to touch, but it had a layer of oil on, and she said it was because my skin has built up a barrier, whether that's UV or product use or something. So I just rinse that off. It's the Daily Power Defense. Apply to clean dry skin, just for all skin types. I just use one pump. And it's like a white kind of liquid, I guess, or cream, and it's got like tiny little blue specks I see every now and again. So I just kind of pop this on, and this is the best product ever. Like, I will be repurchasing this. So I'm literally just sat here about to film a makeup video for Instagram, and maybe YouTube actually, I'm not too sure. But I've seen everyone do this online and I may just be going mental, but I've seen the people shave like the tail ends off of their brows to make them look like longer and more out. Like my brows go up quite a bit and then down, and just because, I mean, I don't think I would have done this if it wasn't for being in quarantine, but I feel like I might just shave like the end bit off. Am I mad? Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, I don't know. You know, YOLO and all of that. I've got this kind of razor, and then I've also got the Hollywood browser. I feel like the Hollywood browser is probably the safest bet, isn't it? Let's go. Ooh, I'm doing it. Let's just go. Oh, I don't know if I'm doing it properly. Bit of a blunt end to it, isn't it? Oops. Kind of fucked that up, didn't I? Oh well, done now. I don't know whether I regret that or not. I'm not really sure. Kind of regret that. Okay, well, let's just do the other one. Also, I bought this top from Zara, and I actually really love it. It's like a body, and it's I got two colours. I got this one, and then I got like a beige one, and and it's like small straps, which I really like spaghetti, well not spaghetti, a bit thicker than spaghetti straps, but I really like it. I feel like it's prepping me for summer. I love the colour, I love the ribbed material. Right, I'm gonna start my makeup and I will check in with you and show you if I've kind of sorted my brows. I'm gonna text Ed now and be like, just done a bad thing. Hello, hello. I am just currently sticking on some individual lashes. These are from Swede Lashes. They're actually really lovely. Oh, this foundation, honestly guys, so I used this foundation a while ago, but I cannot remember it ever being this bloody good. Don't know whether they've reformulated it, but it's the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumia Radiance Perfecting Foundation. It's beautiful. Like, let me hold you up. I haven't got all my makeup on yet, but it is absolutely beautiful. I would say it's medium buildable coverage. I covered up my spots, but it is honestly so silky on the skin. I feel like I've got no makeup on. I would even go as far as to say it's like on par with Giorgio Armani in my eyes, and you know how much I love Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm wearing the shade Dusk, which is 3W1, and I feel like it's a little bit too dark than my neck, but then it matches my tan. I feel like maybe if I got more of sun, I mean, not that it's going to be sunny anytime soon, but if I do get a suntan, I might have to go one up. I bought this myself. This wasn't a PR product. I paid my own damn money for this. Thank you. I love buying makeup. Honestly, it's an obsession I have. Yeah, I spend loads of money on makeup. But yeah, oh, I'm so nervous. I'm actually really nervous. There's a lot of changes going on in my career at the moment. Like, I've taken a massive leap of faith. I really don't know what direction I want to go in. Like, I just, you know, when you start to not enjoy something anymore, I was starting to get a bit like that. So I've taken over and I've gained a bit more control over my things, and I may not earn the money that I did before, but I feel like if I start to enjoy it a bit more, then maybe that's, well, I mean, that would be way more worth it than the money side of things. So I feel like it is worth it, even though it's probably going to be a bit stressful. To me, I think, yeah, hopefully it'll pay off. I feel like in my gut it was a good decision to make, but you never know with these things. You just got to roll with it, don't you? So this is me rolling. At the moment I'm stumbling. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I just thought that now is a really good time to talk to you guys about what's been going on at the moment, because I actually feel really strongly towards it, and I think everyone should, and I think everyone who has a platform should use it in a way that is important. Like, we're called influencers, right? Let's not just influence makeup and fashion and style, whatever. Let's influence change. Let's influence people's beliefs, as in, I mean, this shouldn't even be a belief. This should just be like mandatory. This should just be like second nature. This should just be human nature. And I don't even think we should even be having a conversation about this in 2020, but we are, and it's happening and it's real. And I just thought I would shed some light about the things that I'm doing and everything that you can do to help. So obviously the protests have been going on for Black Lives Matter, and I just want to tell you where I'm at, what I've been doing, and that kind of thing. So I obviously have known about this for a long time, and you know, you do hear some things every now and again, and you see a Facebook post and you just kind of, ooh, like, it just kind of hurts, but you just kind of like scroll past it. And I'm the type of person that, which is really, I would say really bad. I mean, I'm very empathetic. I cry at TV adverts, especially John Lewis adverts, like Christmas adverts. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. John Lewis Christmas adverts. I cry at movies. I can't watch The Notebook. I can't watch My Sister's Keeper. I can't watch things like that. Like, I just take on people's pain if I see it. But again, this isn't a movie. This is people's lives. This is real life. This isn't a TV advert. Like, you should feel sad and you should feel that pain. And I can't even imagine, if this is the pain I'm feeling just from seeing it or reading it, how the people who are involved are feeling, and who, you know, Black lives. Like, I feel like the Black community are going to be feeling it 10 times 100 times more than I am. You know, I'm Cypriot Greek, right? And I grew up with darker skin tone than everyone else in school. I grew up with like a monobrow. I had hairier legs than everyone else, and I used to get called awful names when I was little, and I used to, you know, get told to go back to my own country and things like that. And I had a teeny percentage of racism. Teeny, I mean tiny, but I can't, and even that, like, that upset me as a child, but I can't even imagine what it feels like to be black, to live with that constantly from racist people. Racism shouldn't even be a thing today. Like, it's, I just honestly can't get my head around it. But I want this to be I don't want to start, don't know, I'm really bad, I'm so bad at articulating myself in person. This is why I don't really speak about it, and I don't talk about it, because I prefer just writing it out, because I can kind of, you know, get my points across without going around all the houses. But yeah, so I just, you know, I'm feeling hopeful that the fact that a lot of change has happened in these past couple of weeks. I'm sad at the same time. I feel a bit drained. I feel confused, I'm angry, and I'm, yeah, just a lot of different emotions going on. And this is just me. I can't even imagine how other people are feeling at this time. But anyway, so what I've been doing is I've been donating, I've been signing petitions. I would have done the protests if it hadn't been for the pandemic. I'm terrified of this virus, so yeah, I totally support it, and if it was happening when COVID wasn't happening, I would totally be out with everybody else. I just stand for the whole movement, and I just think that change needs to happen now. We need to get on top of it now, and we need to, I feel like there just should be a law against racist people. I mean, there's a video going around of like a group of middle-aged white men screaming abuse at protesters, and it's just like are you okay? Like, are you all right? So I'm the type of person that I'm a visual learner, so I've been watching loads of Netflix documentaries, Netflix films. I can link them all down below for you guys. When They See Us, honestly, like, I cried for about 2 hours after watching it. And I've been sharing all the petitions on my Instagram stories. I've actually got highlights on my Instagram for petitions and for the Black Lives Matter, anything to do with it, to change your mindset, to learn about white privilege, to learn about why, like, all lives, like, don't matter right now. Because if you're literally a person who comments all lives matter, like, we get it, all lives do matter, right? But if all lives matter, why is there still racism against black people? All lives matter when black lives matter. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been hearing loads of that on my stories. I've been getting the worst DMs, honestly. Like, some people, I'm like, where did you come from? Like, who taught you this? Whatever you say is going to be wrong, because you either didn't say enough, you didn't say the right thing. But I would rather say something and it be wrong than say nothing at all, because you need to speak up. You need to speak up if you have a platform. You need to speak up if you see racism. You need to speak up if a family member needs a bit more education. Like, you just need to speak up. We need to just stop this. This needs to be completely left in 2020, and we need to just, yeah, educate the younger generation, so when they grow up, it's just going to be a part of their lives, and there's going to be none of this in the future. So anyway, I'm about to make some food because it's actually 4 o'clock and I haven't had any lunch yet, which is really naughty of me. I always do this. Whenever I'm busy, I just don't eat, and I don't know why. So yeah, I've got like 8 scones to go through, so let's go get one of those with a cup of tea. I feel like I've earned it. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute anyway. So I did a bad thing.
I did a bad thing.
I did a really bad thing. So there's this like trend at the moment that's going around on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and it's like it's like this thing that you used to do when you were like really young. Like,
Okay.
it involves a razor. All of that.
No, wait, what?
No.
used to slit their eyebrows.
Yeah, that's what
so
I've
take
done.
a massive chunk. You basically just done that, except for... Oh my god.
I mean, at least it's razored, so it's going to grow back sooner than you were if you were to pluck it. So by tomorrow it's going to have stubs, so it's fine. But like, okay, so I'm halfway editing the vlog, and I realised we are so far into this time, so I'm going to cut this now, and then I'll put the other half into the second vlog. So it might be up sooner than like waiting a week or something. I might do it in a couple of days. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This is like my first one of 2020. I don't really know how they're going to go down. We'll just see what's happening. I think I'm going to do like alternate like videos, like try and do a vlog and then a makeup tutorial and then a vlog, just to kind of keep it makeup related in some way. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.